Hello, welcome to Storytime&Crafts with me, Karasu. Pull up a chair and grab a craft and join me. Today I'm going to be doing a whip and chat. Whip stands for work in progress, and chat means that I'm going to either introduce myself a little bit, since this is my first one, and let you know what's going on in my life. The diamond painting that I am working on, I'm actually just starting, is The Light Weaver by Raven Bellman? I think that's how you say her name, from Diamond Art Club. Here's a sideways picture of it here, since it won't fit on my camera right now. So let me pull back the cover and let's get started on it. Since this is kind of my first whip and chat, I'm going to try to do a little bit of get to know you stuff and let you know who I am, what I plan on doing with my channel. If you've been here for a little bit, so I've only been putting up videos for about a month and a half now. So I started out by reading chapters in one of my favorite books, which is Trials of Apollo. Because of life, I've had to slow down on those. As you hear, I have a demanding cat right now who is, hey, stop, who is demanding that I give her attention and everything. This is normal since we share this particular crafting section. Her name is Greta. She's a outdoor cat that decided to adopt us last winter, and she hasn't gone out since. Unfortunately, though, I had to give up a section of my craft area to her. So I have to learn, which I'm still trying to figure out how to learn, to pet her and diamond paint or do any of my other crafts at the same time. So I may be pausing a lot just to give her attention so she doesn't bite me, since that's her way of telling me she is not getting enough attention. I am a mother of two. My boys are not in school at this particular time. I can't wait for them to go back to school. I've only had to deal with them for a month, and I don't know how teachers deal with them normally. One's birthday is, my oldest's birthday is coming up, and he's of course bouncing off the walls because he wants friends to come over and he wants a huge birthday party, which I'm cool with, even with stuff that's going on, but this is kind of the first time I've had to put on such a thing. We have not been either financially or able to have his friends over from school due to the fact that my husband is constantly in and out of doctor's appointments and hospital procedures and all this. I am my husband's caretaker on top of it, so I am a very busy person normally. Diamond painting is one of the few things that allows me to ignore the world. My kids understand when I sit down and diamond paint to the fact that if they want something done right away, they're gonna have to wait, because I normally do not get up and get what they want right then and there just because they want it. I also find that this also helps with them. If they want to do something, they have to either start it themselves or learn some patience, which in this house, patience is something that nobody has a very good grasp on. I mean, I'm impatient constantly. My husband's impatient. My kids show it very quickly in the fact that they demand everything be done ASAP, and it's like, yeah, it's gonna get done when it gets done. I am working on that myself as a personal flaw. that I have that I am wanting to work on, so I try to. I live in Oregon. Right now it is deciding to be true summer around here. For us, that means 80, 90 degree temperatures, which means a lot of the times we're stuck in the house. Yes, Greta. I'll end up putting a picture of her at the end of my video just to let you guys know who she is. You'll hear her quite a bit in my videos. I do also work 2 different jobs on top of taking care of my kids, my husband being the only one who is actually able to leave the house without anybody. My husband isn't able to drive and can barely walk, so he's not mobile enough to leave by himself, and he has a lot of anxiety and depression stuff. I am learning that I am actually starting to have depression myself. I don't like talking about myself a lot of the times, so this is scary for me. I figured I would need to talk to somebody, but I'm not good with face-to-face stuff when it comes to my life. I'd rather help other people, so I'd rather hide the stuff that I go through and not share it, because I don't like the empathy. I don't like the, oh, I'm sorry you're having to deal with this, or are you taking care of yourself, sort of spiels that I get a lot. I take care of myself the best I know how, which I will admit is not always healthy. I do craft in order to get away from the world. I do read in order to get away from the world, but I don't deal with my stress very well when I am overloaded, which July is a very busy month for me, because there are 2 birthdays in my household, there are anniversaries in my household, and because I live in the US, we also have Independence Day in the US on the 4th in July, so that doesn't help. One of the running jokes in my household is the fact that we have one event each week from the end of June to the beginning of August. That's not including extended family. Well, it does and it doesn't, because my mother-in-law's birthday is the start of all this, and then my sister-in-law's birthday is the end of all of this. But I don't have a steady relationship with them. That's kind of a choice thing. I can't call them toxic, but I cannot bring myself to interact with them very much anymore. I've had history with both of them that I'm not proud of, but life is what it is, and we move forward. I choose at this point to ignore a lot that has happened, and I don't want to work on it. When I'm ready to work on it, I will, if I get around to it. That is one of the things that I know is not healthy, and in part it is. Going back to my immediate family, if I do talk about my husband and my kids, you'll more than likely hear me call my husband Kami-kun. Kami-kun and Karasu were nicknames we were given in college. We both use these names for our online presence. I probably will not, at this point, because of age and security, give out my kids' names or their ages. I just have one that's older than the other. One's in school, or in grade school pretty much, and the other one is in Head Start. He isn't ready for, he's not old enough yet to be in grade school, kindergarten yet, so that's coming. So yeah, right now I am working on planning for my oldest's birthday party. I'm hoping to get, once they are back in school, back into the swing of recording videos for my chapters reading. Then I'm also hoping at that point that my husband's condition is a little bit more stable and he is able to help me again with editing my audio, because that is one of the things that I do a lot of my recording on my breaks or at my lunch or when I have a kid at a sports event, because I don't sit. I only sit to diamond paint or craft. I rarely sit to do much of anything else. I do run I run my own business. I work 2 jobs. I take care of my house and I craft. That is pretty much my life. I found diamond painting, well, let's see, it's been 2 years now. The first diamond painting I did was I Am from Diamond Art Club. I love dragons. My husband and I both are fantasy enthusiasts to a point. I am more than he is. Right now, I'm the one who's chomping at the bit, waiting for The Witcher Season 3 to come out. I'm learning a lot more when it comes to reading, because I initially started reading to my kids, of course, when they were younger, but I get bored really easily with the non-chapter books. So the picture books, the one-liners, stuff to help them start to read. I mean, I was even to the point where I was reading Harry Potter to my kids before they could understand Harry Potter, just so they would go to sleep. And I wasn't bored out of my mind. Okay, next color. Let's see. What else can I let you guys know? I think that's pretty much my life in a nutshell. I've always kind of wanted to find an outlet to express my art and let people see what I do without thinking that, yep, it's gonna be one of those days. I'll be right back. I go fetch my pen. Sorry about that. Greta decided to take my pen out of my hand and run off with it. Where was I? Oh yeah. I wanted to express myself when it came to my art and stuff like that. Greta, come on. Alright, just for a smidge. I initially found diamond painting in a craft store. I went online and wanted to learn more about it. I stumbled across a creator here on YouTube called Miss Crochet and Coffee. She goes by Miss Coffee nowadays. She inspired me to the fact that a stay-at-home mom or a mom on the run can still do something to show what they can do. That YouTube wasn't just for how-tos. It wasn't just for people wanting to see the newest trailers or stuff like that. It was a place where a community can grow. Once I stumbled across Miss Coffee, then I stumbled across Rachel Ray. She pretty much inspired me to the fact that it doesn't matter where you're at mentally. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You can set your mind to doing something and just do it. Miss Coffee always said is if you want to create a channel, all it takes is to hit the record button. Me being as scared as I am normally around people, or my anxiety gets a hold of me and doesn't want to let go. So I shelved it many a times on wanting to start a channel. Nowadays, I had a Twitch streamer and TikTok person. His name is Quincy from Quincy's Tavern. He does these, what are they? Storytime Mondays. So every Monday he sits and he reads so many chapters in a book, and it's like, I could go to sleep to this. My kids go to sleep to it. What can I do this on like YouTube? So I'm not sitting trying to interact with people. I'm not trying to read multiple places, because in honesty, reading out loud for me is something that I have struggled with when I was a kid. I'm struggling with it as an adult, but I look at it as, if I'm starting this now, I'm doing it as more of a book club type interaction. So I ask a question on one chapter, and before I start the next chapters, I try to address what I found. I love the Percy Jackson Lightning Thief, so I figured why not start with one of the books in the series that, well, one of his other books. What is his name? I can't remember the author's name off the top of my head. His books, to me, are great for kids that love adventure. Everybody knows the Lightning Thief or the Last Olympian series, but he's got other books. I'm reading right now the Trials of Apollo series. It is a 5-book series. So I'm working on that one right now. I'm running into the issue of running out of time when it comes to recording those and editing those and getting those up. I know I haven't been keeping up on those. I was hoping to do those once a week, but life is life. It is a pain in the butt. It is hard to deal with. Everybody has their own experience with it, and there's only the option of moving forward, and each day is a new journey. Each day is a new set of choices. We can only deal with what is going on right now. I am working on the concept of I am doing what I can now and to stop worrying about the future. Excuse me, let me get a drink here. Gotta stay hydrated, especially as hot as it is. That, and the more I talk, of course, the more hoarse I get, because I've been recording chapters today, and I know I've already strained my voice enough. But the kids are doing summer reading program here in our local library, so they have events going on today that I've got to take care of take them to this afternoon. Okay, I am hearing somebody upstairs. My main craft area is actually down in a finished basement. I tend to call it my little crafting dungeon. So I hear everything that goes on upstairs. So, and as in typical kid fashion, they always come down and ask me for something one way or the other. That was my oldest. And I forgot my train of thought, so there goes that. But I should probably finish up this. I have no idea how long it's going to be. But thank you for joining me. If you like what you hear and want me to do more of these whip-in chats, I honestly don't know how often I'll do them, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up on why all of a sudden I wasn't uploading videos as often. Life unfortunately happens, as you guys know. Please hit the subscribe button if you like what you hear, and hit the thumbs up or down button. Let me know in the comments what you guys think when it comes to me doing these whip-in chats. If you want to know a little bit more about me, you're welcome to put questions down there, and I can answer those either in my next whip-in chat or I'll just send you a quick message. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day. Bye.